trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Dog has caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my peace at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams of my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. And they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, to a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll run on first down. Connor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has the first down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Daniels, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Right there, 54.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlight. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes...
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rolling rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go play action with Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. 20. To throw for it is Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Then the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play, because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Murray now. Ertz has it left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Prater's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On first down, Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
He'll buy some time right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this off.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go!
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Connor here on first. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They'll roll him out right. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ryan Pitt, and a loose football. And a Falcons are right back in this football game. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Able to find Patterson. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback did fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
When he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Moore now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with the option. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually...
There he goes, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Conner. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They hand off to their big tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. On the ground with a tight end. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Got some room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Daniels on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 67 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 87 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 29, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action. It's Murray. He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
To throw is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The tackle there by Ben Neiman. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, I think he's got it. He does. A diving grab by Green. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 56.
Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with it.
And he'll take this one in for...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look. Salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA's. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up the throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Adafe Owe able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The carry here for the big tight end. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the...
And in for Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 28 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Daniels on the return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 15 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.